Dream, the faceless empire. In the Byzantine power structures of internet fame, there exists a peculiar monarchy unlike any other. A realm where anonymity became not a liability, but the ultimate mystique. Where a blank canvas prompted millions to project their own imaginations onto it. This is the story of Dream, the creator who proved that in a world obsessed with identity, the absence of one could be the most compelling identity of all. July 2014. While Silicon Valley executives were confidently declaring that real names were the future of the internet, a faceless entity hit upload for the first time. $0, 0 views. The digital equivalent of whispering into a void. The humble, unnoticed beginning of what would become not just a channel, but a cultural phenomenon. The first Minecraft upload, $0 in revenue. The inauspicious debut that gave no indication of the empire to come. Like the first issue of a comic book that would one day be worth millions, forgotten in a dusty corner of the digital landscape. February 2016. 100 subscribers, $50 in revenue. The kind of following that wouldn't fill a high school chess club meeting. The slow, methodical build that characterizes not overnight sensations, but something potentially more enduring. $50 cumulative, or roughly the cost of the electricity used to create the content in the first place. May 2017, first speedrun attempt. $200 in revenue, $250 cumulative. The initial specialization, the discovery of a niche within a niche. The digital equivalent of finding your signature style after years of imitation and exploration. January 2018, 1,000 subscribers, $500 in revenue, $750 cumulative. The milestone where dreams of turning content into career begin to seem slightly less delusional. The point where friends stop asking, "Why are you doing this?" and start asking, "How are you doing this?" June 2019, first Manhunt video, $5,000 in revenue, $5,750 cumulative. The inflection point, the creation of a format that would eventually become a genre unto itself. The digital equivalent of inventing a new sport that millions would eventually watch. The moment when a content creator becomes a content innovator. September 2019, 100,000 subscribers, $15,000 in revenue, $20,750 cumulative. 1 award. The statistical threshold where parents stop dismissing their child's online pursuits as a waste of time and start awkwardly explaining to their friends that their offspring is kind of a big deal on the internet. May 2020, Minecraft speedrunner versus 3 hunters, $50,000 in revenue, $70,750 cumulative. 1 award. The signature series that transformed entertainment within the Minecraft ecosystem. The peculiar phenomenon where artificial constraints create not limitations, but unprecedented creativity. Where the hunted becomes more compelling than the hunters. June 2020, 1 million subscribers, $200,000 in revenue, $270,750 cumulative. 2 awards. The digital equivalent of selling out Madison Square Garden nightly for a month. The statistical anomaly where more people voluntarily watch this content than will read most best-selling novels in their lifetime. November 2020, first music single, Road Trip, $300,000 in revenue, $570,750 cumulative. 2 awards. The expansion into adjacent territories. Like a painter suddenly deciding to sculpt. The strange expectation in digital spaces that success in one medium automatically qualifies you for success in others. The peculiar reality where it often does. December 2020, 10 million subscribers, $1 million in revenue, $1,570,750 cumulative. 3 awards. The mind-numbing milestone where more people follow this faceless entity than the population of most European capitals. The bizarre contradiction of maximum visibility with deliberate invisibility. January 2021. Dream SMP launch. $1,500,000 in revenue. $3,070,750 cumulative. 3 awards. The creation of a digital universe with its own mythology, politics, and power structures. The strange alchemy where a game becomes not just entertainment, but narrative. Not just pastime, but passion. The moment when playing becomes playwriting. February 2021. Mask music video. $2 million in revenue. $5,070,750 cumulative. 4 awards. The self-referential masterpiece. A song about concealment from someone defined by it. The peculiar paradox where authenticity emerges from explicit artifice. Where the mask becomes not a disguise, but a statement. May 2021. First major controversy. Speedrun allegations. -$500,000 in revenue. $4,570,750 cumulative. 0 awards. The inevitable fall that accompanies any meteoric rise. The strange economics of controversy, where moral failure becomes content itself, where the drama of denial and eventual confession generates as much engagement as the original achievement. October 2021. 20 million subscribers. $3 million in revenue. $7,570,750 cumulative. 5 awards. The statistical absurdity where a faceless entity commands an audience larger than most countries' armies. The digital equivalent of filling Wembley Stadium for a concert where the performer never appears on stage. January 2022. YouTube Diamond Play button. $2,500,000 in revenue. $10,070,750 cumulative. 5 awards. The physical manifestation of digital success. A physical object sent to a creator whose physical form remained a mystery. The strange materialization of virtual achievement. October 2022. Face reveal. $3 million in revenue. $13,070,750 cumulative. 6 awards. The ultimate performance art piece. The deliberate dismantling of mystique built over years. The peculiar anticlimax of revelation. The strange discovery that after years of anticipation, a face is just a face. The bizarre reality where unmasking generates more revenue than the mask itself ever did. December 2022. 30 million subscribers. $4 million in revenue. $17,070,750 cumulative. 7 awards. The continuation of growth even after the primary mystique has dissolved. The proof that what began as novelty had transformed into something more sustainable. That the faceless gimmick had become an actual identity, strong enough to survive its own negation. February 2023. Dream vs. Technoblade charity stream. $0 in personal revenue. $17,070,750 cumulative. 7 awards. The peculiar nobility of digital competition for causes beyond self-enrichment. The strange altruism of the attention economy, where influence occasionally diverts from narcissism to something more redemptive. May 2023. First tour announcement. $1,500,000 in revenue. $18,570,750 cumulative. 7 awards. The physical manifestation of digital presence. The transformation of virtual persona into tangible performance. The bizarre pilgrimage where followers travel physical distances to glimpse in person what they've watched for years on screens. August 2023. 35 million subscribers. $3 million in revenue. $21,570,750 cumulative. 8 awards. The continued expansion of influence long after conventional wisdom would predict saturation. The strange resilience of digital empires compared to their physical counterparts. December 2023. Death of Dream SMP finale. $1 million in revenue. $22,570,750 cumulative. 8 awards. The deliberate killing of a creation at the height of its power. The peculiar artistic choice to end rather than extend, to conclude rather than milk dry. The rare integrity in an ecosystem designed for perpetual continuation. February 2024, Minecraft Championship win, $500,000 in revenue, $23,070,750 cumulative. 9 awards. The competitive validation that follows creative success. The strange necessity of proving prowess in the very medium that launched your empire. The peculiar pressure to demonstrate that fame derived from genuine skill rather than mere personality. April 2024, merch line expansion, $2 million in revenue, $25,070,750 cumulative. 9 awards. The materialization of digital influence, where pixels and code somehow transmute into cotton and polyester. The strange alchemy, where parasocial relationships manifest as physical goods. June 2024, first IRL meetup, $500,000 in revenue, $25,570,750 cumulative. 9 awards. The controlled dissolution of digital boundaries. The careful curation of physical presence after years of virtual omnipresence. The peculiar intimacy of actual proximity after years of mediated connection. August 2024, collaboration with Mr. Beast, $2 million in revenue, $27,570,750 cumulative. 10 awards, the digital equivalent of a summit meeting between superpowers. The strange politics of influence, where collaboration becomes not just content but diplomacy. The peculiar ecosystem, where competitors become collaborators because antagonism is less profitable than alliance. October 2024, new game development announcement, $0 in immediate revenue, $27,570,750 cumulative. 10 awards. The inevitable expansion from content within games to creation of games themselves. The peculiar life cycle where player becomes developer, where critic becomes creator. The ultimate manifestation of influence, not just excelling within a system, but creating an entirely new one. January 2025, projected, 40 million subscribers, $3 million in revenue, $30,570,750 cumulative. 11 awards. The continued defiance of conventional metrics of saturation. The bizarre reality where a single creator commands an audience larger than most global entertainment corporations. March 2025, projected. Documentary release, $1 million in revenue, $31,570,750 cumulative. 11 awards. The meta-narrative fulfilled, content about the creation of content. The strange circularity where the story behind the stories becomes a story itself. The final validation from traditional media. Not that such validation is needed, but that it was inevitable. In the final analysis, what Dream represents isn't just a content creator, but a case study in the power of absence. In an internet ecosystem designed for maximum exposure, maximum revelation, and maximum transparency, he proved that concealment could be more compelling than revelation. That the blank canvas onto which millions could project their own imaginations was more powerful than any single, concrete identity could ever be. And if you're wondering what this means for our understanding of identity, privacy, or the future of digital presence, I suspect we're witnessing the birth of a new kind of celebrity. One where strategic absence becomes as valuable as strategic presence. Where the space between revelation and concealment becomes not just a marketing tactic, but an art form in itself.